Hi everyone, good evening. This is Preetha Saha, counselor, back for another episode of Preetha Se Poocho. It's so hard to not compare ourselves with others. People work hard and we look at their success and we feel, oh wow. Some of us will feel very, very motivated. Oh, I can also achieve this. And let me work hard. I will also reach my success. And I will also enjoy my fame, and those lovely thoughts come to our mind. But there are quite a few of us who look at other people and feel, I can never be like that. I am not good enough. I am useless. I'm worthless. What's wrong with me? If you are experiencing any of these thought processes, then perhaps you also experience something called self-hatred, where a person cannot tolerate themselves, they don't like themselves, they don't like how they look, they don't like how they act, they don't look how they dress, they don't like how they perform in any events or exams or anything. They don't like any aspect of themselves. Dealing with self hatred is very, very tiring, and it's very, very draining. If you want to know if you are experiencing self hatred, then let's check out a few thought process a person with self hatred usually experiences. First is all or nothing feeling. For example, you may have these really extreme ways of thinking, which goes on the lines of, if I fail this exam, then they'll throw me out of college and my life will be over, and I should just go and die. It may sound comical to some people, but for people experiencing self-hatred, low self-esteem, it is a reality. It is very, very troubling, because they live with these disturbing thoughts day in and day out. Another way of thinking for people with self-hatred is that they only focus on the negative. For example, you had a very good day. Okay, there was sunshine, puppies, rainbows everywhere, but if one thing went wrong, you will only and only be able to think about that one thing that went wrong, and you will constantly feel my life is over, or I'm not good for anything, मैंने कैसे ये mistake कर दिया. And you will not be able to see the 99 other positive things that happen, and you will only focus on that one thing that went wrong, that was perhaps even beyond your control. So these are then you will also experience that there are certain feelings that you will take and believe them to be facts. For example, if you feel ugly or if you feel stupid, because you make a mistake, you won't say, or you want in your mind that, I feel like a failure. You will say, I am a failure, I am good for nothing, I am useless, I am ugly. Which means that something that is just a feeling, you will believe it as a fact, and you will live your life accordingly, even when it is not a fact. And finally, you will also experience something called as these are all signs of low self-esteem. So you won't believe in yourself, you won't be able to push yourself. Even if you're good at something, you will not raise your hand, or you will not open your mouth, you will not try to attempt it, because you feel that क्या ही हो जाएगा, मैं तो नहीं कर पाऊंगी, because I'm good for nothing, I'm useless. So you won't be able to stand up for yourself, you won't be able to fight for yourself. So if you are living with this, I cannot imagine how stressful every day of your life is, how painful every day of your life is. But with the help of counseling, you can definitely get over it. Let us discuss a few tips which will help us to find out how we can change certain things within ourselves to fight these thoughts of self-hatred. First and foremost, pay attention to your triggers. What triggers you? What upsets you? This is where journaling is so vital, so important. When you write down about your whole day, you will be able to identify that moment, that particular moment something happened which made you think that you are not good enough, thus making you feel disturbed, upset, and leading on to the chain reaction of self-hatred, low self-esteem, etc. So find out your triggers and avoid them. if it's a particular friend or it's a particular person who makes you feel really bad, if this is an energy vampire, very very important that you identify the trigger, and if you have to be around them, if you have to talk to them, then be very very alert and mindful that this person is going to drain me, and I am going to have a trigger warning, and be around somebody who can help you manage and buffer the trigger. um, Challenge your negative thoughts. So for example, if the only thought in your mind is, oh, I'm good for nothing, I'm good for nothing, I'm good for nothing, ask yourself, why do I feel I'm good for nothing? Your brain will give you 5 examples. Challenge each of those examples by 5 other examples where you were good, you were good at what you did, you were able to do something well. So try and challenge your negative thinking. Practice positive self-talk. So there is a big, fat, ugly, mean, rude bully sitting in your mind, okay, who's trying to just tell you all these horrible baseless things about you to make you feel even bad, even worse, and trying to sabotage your life. So every time this person speaks up, try to counteract that bully by having a positive self-talk. Tell yourself, when the voice tells you, oh, I can't do anything, I'm a piece of shit, you tell yourself, I'm going to try to do something, even if it goes wrong, I'm going to try, and I know that if I try, I will be able to do a decent job. So try to have a positive self-talk. Reframe your negative self-talk. Instead of saying that, oh, I'm so bad at presentations, you can tell yourself that, okay, today's presentation I didn't do that well. So instead of saying and labeling yourself I'm bad at something, you can give yourself that open space to make mistake, that okay, today's presentation wasn't that good. Okay, that means what, you're being more factual. The whole presentation wasn't a big steaming pile of poop, right? You made one mistake or a couple of mistakes, so you can tell yourself, okay, that particular part is where I made a mistake. So now you have a learning moment, a teachable moment for yourself. Spend time with people who actually genuinely love you and make you feel very very happy. So important. If you're sitting around every day with energy vampires and narcissistic people, then you are going to be so drained, you won't have any energy, and then you are going to get stuck into that loop of self-hate. But the more you spend time with people who are positive, who are happy, who motivate you, who love you for who you are, you will be able to find bits of positivity in yourself and slowly change your mindset from self-hatred to self-acceptance to self-love. So self-hate is where you are, self-loathing is where you are, in the middle is self-acceptance, and on the other end of the spectrum is self-love. To reach self-love, first you have to accept yourself. Unconditional positive acceptance, unconditional positive regard. So it's very important to first try and accept yourself, and slowly after you accept yourself truly and completely and unconditionally, you can move towards self-love and you adore yourself. It is possible to be like Geet from Jab We Met. मैं मेरी favorite हूँ. It is possible to get to that level of self-love, but there is effort in it. So I hope I can help you out. If there's anything you want to ask me about this particular topic, you can DM me. You can share this video with your friends and family members. This is Preetha Saha, counselor. I'm always here for you. Hugs and healing. Take care.